James. You're watching Catch It Live First. We've got coming up for you the Moto 3 race from the Sachsenring in what used to be in East Germany. We've got a Brit in 7th. I can't believe it. Scott Ogden. Let's hope he gets a good start. Normally, he's a little bit iffy with his starts, but he's got a good chance today. The guys are just on the warm-up lap. Loads of long lap penalties for dawdling, and it's going to be chaos in this race. But we'll go through the top 10 on the grid. We've got Colin Vire. He was unlucky last week at his own race, wasn't he? Just getting pipped to the line, finishing in 2nd. He's on pole. We've got David Alonso in P2. Luca Lunetta, good showing, P3. I think he's got a penalty though, a long lapper. We've got Fernandez in 4th. Jose Antonio Rueda in 5th. David Munoz in 6th. Watch out for Munoz making some moves. Scott Ogden in 7th. Burisato in 8th. And Suzuki in 9th. And Stefano Nepper in 10th. Let's do the top 15 actually. Yamanaka in 11th. Ortola in 12th. We'll expect to move forward from Ortola, that's for sure. Donny Orgado again, poor qualifying 13th. Piqueras 14th. Joel Kelso in 15th. This track is pretty perfect, isn't it, for a Moto 3 bike? So hopefully these, well, not hopefully, because we know for sure these guys are going to put on a fantastic show for us. I'm just hoping that Scott Ogden can get a good start off the line, even if he's going to have to risking binning it. There's 4 riders starting from pit lane there. We've got the red lights on. We are go. How's Ogden doing off the start? He's not doing too badly. He's not doing too badly at all. He's on the outside. Now he's he's timed that nicely. He's just trying to keep out of trouble at the minute. The problem with that is if you keep out of trouble, often you go backwards. Munoz under Lunetta there. What a good start from Munoz. Right, Scott Ogden has made a decent start. He's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swap camera angle. He's in approximately 3, 6, isn't it? He's in 8th, so he's lost 1 position off the start. He can live with that. No, he's fastest. He's the fastest for him over the early half of the circuit. They're just all coming down the waterfall now. Everybody's made it through. Now they're fanning out into the left-hander. Scott's looking to get underneath. He's trying to make a move there. Aye, on the final left-hander. Scott Ogden trying to get under Fernandez. He didn't make it though. He didn't make it, and he lost a little bit of ground actually down the straight. Penalties are coming up now. Luca Lunetta, he's got his double long lap penalty. Ortola, he's got a long lap penalty. All of these penalties were for dawdling. Looking for a slipstream yesterday. So Ogden now, he's in 9th now. Do a quick top 10. We've got Colin Vire in P1. David Munoz, P2. Let's get the chat up just in case anybody's in there. Empire Maker's in the chat. Well, I wasn't expecting that, mate. I didn't think anybody really watched these Moto 3s. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. I'll just carry on with the top 10. Colin Vire going down the waterfall. He's gone. Yellow flag sector 3 and 4. Just lost the front, I think. He's trying to get it back. His bike back in one piece, but this race is done for him. Colin Vire, unlucky, my friend. We know what it's like going down that waterfall. It's all left-handers. And then as soon as you come to the right-hander down there, get it slightly wrong, and you're on your ear like Colin Vire's just found out. 21 laps to go. We'll do that top 10. We will get to it just in 1 second. I can tell it's all going to change into T1, so we will. He's got his bike back up as Colin Vire, but he's done for this race. We're just watching a replay of it. So he came through the left-hander. Direction change there, then through the right. It looked like the rear come round, if anything. Yeah, it wasn't the front, it was the rear, it looked like. Didn't high-side him though, and he just had a nice leisurely stroll into the gravel. So we've got David Munoz in P1, Alonso P2, there's no love lost there, is there? Furisato P3, Luca Lunetta P4, but he's got 2 long lap penalties to come. Rueda in 5th, Fernandez 6th, Ortola 7th. Good move by Ortola because he qualified poorly. Yamanaka's got a jump start, double long lap penalty. Currently, oh my word, it goes from bad to worse. He's in 16th as it is. Ortola 7th, Piqueras 8th, Tatsuki Suzuki in 9th, and Scott Ogden is in 10th. Ogden, by default, is going to move forward, though, because you've got... just moved up 1 place there already, because there's long lap penalties to come. On the grid, he was telling Michael Laverty, his boss, I'm looking to get into the top 12. Aye, that's tight, that, between Rueda and Furisato. Rueda's come out on top, and now behind him he's got the 2 Leopard bikes of Piqueras and Fernandez. And Furisato, how big are your balls? Is a pretty big, because he's just done Rueda again to take that 3rd position back. 20 laps to go. They've got the left-hander, now they drop right down the waterfall. How's your tyres for temperature? They're all making it through. The good news for Scott Ogden is he's in this front group. Looking to make a move on Nepa there. Is Ogden. Oh my word, 2 of them. Ortola and Nepa went steaming into the long lap penalty together. Both of them made it, but that drops them out of that lead group for now. 19 laps to go though. Empire Maker says, I can't find a stream for it. I will need some good commentary. You've come to the right place, my friend. You've come to the right place. There's 19 laps to go. We've got Alonso at the front now, taking over from Munoz. Nearly high sides there. Nearly high side there, did Munoz. Furisato, taking avoiding action, ran into the gravel. Didn't lose any speed. I can't believe what I've just seen there from Furisato. He went steaming through the gravel, trying to avoid Munoz, who almost high-sided. So he's out of the seat there, is Munoz. Furisato had to run wide then to take avoiding action. And he's still in that group as he went steaming through the gravel trap. Empire Maker says, how long do these last? They're normally about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, something like that. There might be on, what's it called? There might be a stream, mate, if you're looking for one. On, what's the channel called? Come on, Jimmy, sort your head out. Empire Maker. I'm not sure if it'll play or if it won't. But if you look on, oh, 1 second. Freestreams.live. And then it'll be on. It might be under Motorsport or it might be under UK. And it'll be on TNT2. Or there might be other channels doing it. But yeah, have a look on freestreams.live. 17 laps to go. Scott Ogden's in 11th currently, but he's in that league group. He's right on the back of it. P1, we've got David Alonso. P2, Fernandez. P3, Piqueras. P4, David Munoz. 5th, we've got Rueda. 6th is Suzuki. 7th is Furisato after his trip through the gravel trap. 8th is Joel Kelso. Good effort from Joel Kelso. Qualified poorly. Donny Algado 9th. Rueda in 10th. And like I said, Scott Ogden just on the back of this group in 11th. Piqueras had a moment heading into the waterfall there. Lost a bunch of places and a bunch of time, but he's still in the league group. So Scott Ogden's plan was to have a top 12 finish. He's got a good chance here. So at the front now, we've got David Alonso and Adrian Fernandez. They're just having a little bit of a breakaway, the two of them. Only 5 or 6 bike lengths, but Rueda's in 3rd. David Munoz in 4th. I'm pretty sure they'll be getting on the back of them. They won't want them breaking away, that's for sure. So the first opportunity, they'll be hooking into the back and pulling the whole group forward. And if you're a Scott Ogden fan like I am, come on, Scott. Excuse me. That's what we want, because he'll drag the whole group together. $16 laps to go. So at the front now, we've got David Alonso. We've got David Alonso, Fernandez, Rueda, Furisato. We're just coming over the start-finish line now. That'll be 15 laps to go. So they did close that gap to the front two. However, Munoz didn't quite go with them, so there's a gap of almost 0.4 of a second now. So you've got a front group of 4. Alonso, Fernandez, Rueda, Furisato. Then 0.4 of a second gap now to David Munoz, Donny Algado, Suzuki, Piqueras, Rueda, Ogden and Kelso. And on the back of Kelso, Ortola's making a forward move now after he took his penalty. $15 laps to go. Sounds like a lot, doesn't it? However, it's a short lap around the Sachsenring. It's a perfect track, really, for a Moto 3 bike. Empire Maker says, is it asking for my... it's asking for my email. No, you don't. You don't need. You shouldn't need to give any details, mate. You shouldn't need to give any details. When you just go to the site, you don't have to sign up or anything like that. "14 laps to go. David Alonso from Fernandez, from Furisato, from Rueda, and it's now a front. We've now got a front group of 12. All the gaps have closed up now. The last man who's going to be making a forward move any minute, his first victim will be Kelso. It's going to be Ivan Ortola. Furisato had an amazing trip through the gravel trap, that's for sure. That'll definitely be one that's on YouTube later on. They go down the waterfall. Rueda's making a move on Furisato. Furisato comes back around the outside though, but he's going to run wide there. You can't do that. Surely. He's going to battle it out, but he's going to have to give up the position into the last left-hander coming onto the pit straight. So it'll be 13 laps to go. Alonso from Fernandez, from Rueda from Furisato. Everybody's behaving around the long right-hander. Now they come down the back. Well, it's not straight, is it? It's a left-hand. I think it's 7 left-handers, one after the other. Luca Linetta's in 13th after his double long lap penalty, 2.2 seconds behind Ortola, so he's pretty much done. He ain't coming back in this race from there. That's what you get for dawdling and messing about. Round the waterfall they go. David Alonso leads away from Fernandez. Furisato had the place back from Rueda. Furisato makes a move. Makes a move on Fernandez. But into the final left-hander, Fernandez says, "No, you don't, my friend from Japan. I'm having that one back." So that's let David Alonso have a little bit of a lead at the front now. Slipstream City down the pit straight. All changed. He's 7 abreast coming into turn 1. We're going to have to sort that out. In true Moto 3 fashion, they do. Whoa! Rulston there. I've been calling him Rueda, haven't I? Rulston. He's almost at the high side there in turn 1. Did he get any help? He certainly did. Oh, he did get some help there. That's a nasty one. He did well to stay on board. But that's done for him with his race. It was Piqueras there. So we've now got a top 10 of David Alonso, Rueda, Alonso, Rueda, Fernandez, and Furisato. Furisato is swapping places at every opportunity with Rueda and Fernandez. We come across and tick off another lap. There'll be 11 to go now. Top 10, Alonso, Rueda, Fernandez, Furisato, Munoz, Holgado, Piqueras, Ortola, Suzuki, Kelso, Ogden in 11th. He's just tailing off just a little bit is Ogden as this pace starts to pick up a little bit at the front. He's behind Kelso, and the two of them are just getting dropped a little bit now, behind Tatsuki Suzuki in 9th. You're going to have to work hard on this lap to try and get on the back of this group. Are they going to work together? They're experienced enough. I mean, Kelso's no amateur, is he? And he's got pace. He's been a little bit off it in the last few weeks, but if they work together, I'm sure they can try and get on the back and make this, excuse me, an 11 bike snake. So once again, Furisato's in 2nd place. He's done for Rueda and Fernandez. David Munoz in 5th. He's been behaving himself somewhat. He's had a couple of moments, but nothing where you would say steady on, mate. Oh, although as I say that, he just gets underneath Fernandez there, takes the position. The 2 Leopard bikes are behind him now. Piqueros with a foot off the peg as he gets close to his teammate. Now they're moving underneath Donny Olgado and the Leopard bikes. Ten laps to go. Yellow flag in sector 2. Who's gone down there? It's nobody at the front, that's for sure. Scott Ogden's still there, so we can stop panicking with that. It is Detweiler, Noah Detweiler, crash at turn 4. Furisato out wide there. So it's Alonso. He had the run on the yellow flags in sectors 3 and 4. That won't go down well with the stewards. He pulled out of the move he was trying to make on Alonso. Running off track though when there's yellow flags out. Not good really. He'll probably get away with it. And what we wanted of Kelso to get on the back of Tatsuki Suzuki with Ogden, that has happened. So we've now got a front snake of 11 bikes. Luca Lunetta, Jacob Rulston's crashed out. Rulston has crashed out, so that's unlucky for him. He was probably trying to push it, trying to get back in the points, but he looks like he's going down the waterfall as well. Yeah, lost the front. So it's not been his day, that's for sure. So Rueda takes P2 from Furusato. It's still Alonso in P1. Nine laps to go. Soon to be 8. As in now. Top 10, Alonso, Rueda, Furusato, Fernandez, Holgado, Munoz, Ortola, Piqueras, Suzuki, Kelso. And we'll go one more. Top 11, Scott Ogden. We've also got, coming up in Moto 2, Jake Dixon, qualified in 2nd place. He's had a nightmare start to the season. Did alright the last time out. Well, let's hope he can get on that podium, and the top step would be fantastic for him. But that's to come. I think it's a 11:15 start. We're on 5 minutes before, so we'll run through the full qualifying positions, have a little bit of gossip for you, no doubt. But 8 laps to go in this Moto 3 race. If you're a Josh Watley fan, He's down in 21st place. Did have a long lap penalty. Not that it's made much difference, but David Almansa's in 20th. Riccardo Rossi 19th. Filippo Farioli 16th. Esteban 15th. Nepa 14th, and not. The main thing is they're not in this league group, and it's a funny, quirky little track is Sachsenring. 7 laps to go. Alonso P1, Furisato now P2, runs wide into turn 1 though, and he'll lose that position to Rueda. Scott Ogden has now lost a position to, I knew I shouldn't have said it, Luca Lunetta. After his double long lap penalty, he's now taken Scott Ogden. He's got Kelso next on his hit list. Hopefully he'll drag the two of them into this group. But Ogden wanted to be in the top 12. If that was his plan, he's currently in 12th. And it's currently, if I'm looking right, it's a safe 12th. Definitely a safe 12th as long as he brings it home. But we want him to make a forward move. So we're going to have 6 laps to go. Little gap at the front now. Alonso, Rueda, Furisato. 0.3 of a second they've got. You've got Holgado in 4th, Fernandez 5th, Ortola 6th. Furisato takes Rueda into turn 1. Donny Holgado's trying... Yeah, he's bridged that gap now to the front 3. Fernandez is trying to get on the back of him and bring that whole snake behind him with him. Looks like the weather's not an issue, which is good. Aye, Furisato for the lead. Takes Alonso. And now Rueda's having a look at Alonso as well, so he could be going from 1st to 3rd in the blink of an eye. Although we know what David Alonso's like, he won't panic. We go right down the waterfall. Good opportunity for an overtake coming at the end. As they get to the end of the downhill section here. And David Alonso says, thank you, my friend, I'll have that P1 back. Furisato sits in 2nd now. Who's pulling a move in there? Holgado gets done by Ortola. We've got 5 laps to go. All change again, so it's Alonso back in P1. Furisato P2. Rueda P3. You've got Ortola in P4. Piqueras in 5th. Holgado's just taken Fernandez for 6th position. Then there's a definite gap then to David Munoz. Has he done his tyre? Yeah, definite gap now. David Munoz, Lunetta, Suzuki, Kelso, Ogden. There's a definite gap there now, so it's between this front 6. I'll take that back. We'll put Fernandez in that in 7th. Just starting to get a bit of rear wheel slide going on these Moto 3 bikes, so that tells you what the tyre wear's like. Yeah, we've got a top 7 definitely now. Then a gap to Luca Lunetta. Munoz going backwards. So I don't know if he's just burned his tyre up or if he's got an issue. Scott Ogden's just taken Joel Kelso for 11th. So he's now behind Munoz. Blimey, that'll be an education, won't it? Furisato, 4 laps to go. into turn 1. Does for Rueda. He likes a move there, does for Sato. David Alonso, he wants to be at the front. Aye, that's getting tight between. Luca Linetta's crashed out at turn 1. So Ogden moves up another position now. He moves up to 10th. Still got a yellow flag at sector 1. Alonso for Sato Rueda, that's your front 3. Then a small gap to Ortola in P4. Piqueras in 5th. Fernandez 6th. Donny Orgado in 7th. And he's in a comfortable 7th here, Orgado. But really for the championship, he needs to be picking up some bigger points. Ortola on the inside of Furisato in the final turn, pushes Furisato out wide. 3 laps to go. So we've got Alonso, looks like he's got the pace to win this. P1, Rueda P2, trying to put a move on him into turn 1. Not a chance. Alonso had the line. He had the bike steady on the brakes. And it was no dice, my friend. Furisato's just lost a little bit of traction there. He lost 2 places in the blink of an eye. He's going to try and take one of them back. Going down the waterfall here. So Alonso, he's trying to stretch it at the front now. He doesn't want a bun fight on the last lap, that's for sure. So they go, little bit of a twitch from Alonso. They come into the final left-hander now. Any second now, there'll be 2 laps left. 2 laps to go. Alonso, Rueda, Ortola. Furisato, that's your top 4 in 2 groups of 2. Whoa. What the hell happened there? Bail out. My word. Rueda coming into turn 1. He was trying to outbrake Alonso. I don't know what happened there. Whether Alonso took his line a little bit or he had a malfunction, or we'll have to see that again. So obviously there's a yellow flag in sector 1. Almost, we're seeing it again. He just got into it. The rear's locked up. His rear brake locked up as he was going into turn 1. And he was, so whether the engine's gone, he's pulled the clutch in maybe and got the wheel released again, but Alonso won't know how lucky he is until he watches this race back. But he had to bail off that as he was heading towards a air fence at a rate of knots. Right, that changes everything. 2 laps to go. Well, under 2 laps now. Alonso from Furisato, Ortola in 3rd. Your winners coming from those top 3, I would say. You've got Piqueras in 4th, Fernandez 5th, Orgado 6th, Yamanaka 7th, Suzuki 8th, Munoz 9th, Scott Ogden in 10th. Kelso in 11th, Nepper in 12th. So we've got the last lap. Furisato will put him under pressure on this last lap. I've just got a feeling Alonso's going to have enough. He's going to have enough to see off the challenge. The challenge is only going to come from Furisato or Ortola. That's your top 3. Then there's a little bit of a gap now to Piqueras, so we'll concentrate on the top 3. Ogden's in 10th. Good effort for him. So we're going left, we're going left, we're going left, we're going left. We're going left, we're going left again. And then we've got one more left-hander before we drop down this right-hand waterfall. Oh, for Sato, it looked like he clipped the curb there, lost the rear. That might have done for him. He was out of the seat, but didn't lose too much momentum. But down the waterfall now, coming into the left-hander, it's Alonso with a comfortable gap at the front for Moto 3 terms. Furisato P2, Ortola can't get past Furisato in the final left. Furisato goes defensive, if anything, trying to keep Ortola behind. That's how they're going to finish it. It'll be Alonso, Furisato, Ortola. That's your top three. You've got Fernandez, Piqueras, Yamanaka, Holgado, Munoz, Suzuki. Ogden gets a P10 finish. 2 better than he wanted. Kelso 11th, Nepperin 12th. Esteban 13th. Farioli 14th. And Bertelli in 15th. That's your final points finisher. And Josh Watley, he will finish in 21st place, if you're a Josh Watley fan. So that was an eventful race, that's for sure. Right, we've got a busy day coming up. I'm going to bail on this one. We'll get the next stream ready to go, which will be Moto 2. Jake Dixon qualified in 2nd place. Come on, Dixon, it could be a good day for the Brits. I'm Jimmy James. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so already, please click subscribe. Empire Maker, thanks for joining us. Ping that notifications bell, give us a like. We'll be back shortly. We'll get a cup of tea and see you at 5 past 11. 10 past 11.